or if the tree might have a more mystical or super...
Hello? Oh my gosh, I gotta get back inside.
Oh my God.
Two friends were walking quietly through the forest when something made them freeze a face, seeming to push out from the side of a tree. This was not ordinary bark. It had clear eyes, a nose, and a mouth locked wide open, all shaped as though by nature not human hands. Their nervous laughter quickly faded as one question remained: natural formation, or something much more disturbing concealed in plain sight. A solitary traveler leaving the trail in the forest comes across something profoundly disturbing. Tucked between the trees stands a rough shelter made of branches and leaves ringed by strange items: bird bones, stones, dead flowers, skulls, and crude wooden crosses. While filming the area, he notices a figure, a woman in a dress running toward the trees to conceal herself. The scene seems torn from a horror movie, sparking ideas of witchcraft ritual behavior, and even suggestions that Bigfoot could be connected, while others say it may be an isolated place used by a family trying to stay unnoticed. While recording the quiet mountain scenery, a man accidentally filmed something unusual: a Bigfoot-like figure crossing an open field behind a rocky formation. The person who uploaded the clip online said it showed his encounter with the famous creature. But after closer inspection, the figure appears much too human. Its shape, movement, and noticeable muscle definition suggest it could be a costumed person instead of a real Bigfoot. Skinwalkers are often described as some of the hardest creatures to identify, able to transform into any animal. The one dependable sign is unnatural behavior that always slips through whatever disguise they wear. Near sunset, a farm owner filmed a shadowy figure crossing his property, a human-like shape, with an odd waddling walk, moving without purpose while letting out eerie broken cries for help. Its steady voice felt wrong, almost practiced. Some viewers said its shape resembled a Sasquatch, but its behavior was different. In legend, skinwalkers cannot speak, normally cannot move naturally, and can only copy the actions or voices of their last victim. If the person they copied was screaming, that is all they can repeat. While recording from her house in the woods, a resident sees a humanoid figure looking out from behind a tree. She captures a short glimpse of its head on camera. The details are hard to make out, but they seem human. Frightened, she sends her husband and their dog to check, but when they arrive, the figure has vanished. Certain something had been there, she finds the moment deeply disturbing. On New Year's Day, 2020, a woman walking a secluded trail in Northern California took a disturbing photograph. The image appears to show a figure estimated at 7 to 8 feet tall, with a cone-shaped head and wide shoulders. Some viewers think it could be a dogman or Bigfoot, while skeptics argue it may simply be a bear. Yet the unusual silhouette does not match a bear's typical narrow shoulders and rounded head. Though blurry, the photo has sparked serious debate over whether it could be real cryptid evidence. One day, while walking across his land with his dog, the animal suddenly started barking fiercely, alert and unsettled. That was when he saw it, a Sasquatch-like shape staring out from behind the bushes. The picture he took seemed blurry at first, but when zoomed in, a face became visible: brown fur, clear eyes, a nose and a mouth. The question remained, was it only a camera illusion, or had he really captured Bigfoot? A solo hiker had gone far into the wilderness, enjoying the silence and losing track of the time. After hours along the trail, he reached a thick section of pine forest and heard heavy movement, something large forcing its way through the brush. Thinking it was a big animal, he lifted his phone to film, but what showed up on camera was much more disturbing. It was not any ordinary animal. What do you think? At night, a Facebook user entered a wooded cemetery for a late-night paranormal investigation. While taking random pictures, one photo showed something unusual, a figure seated on a bench inside a family plot. Some people later said the shape looked like a crouched Bigfoot. Nothing strange was noticed at the time, leaving the image as the only disturbing evidence. A man walking through the woodlands of Ohio heard an unusual noise that matched no known animal, nothing like dogs, wolves, or bears. It sounded like a disturbing mix, partly a howl with hints that vaguely resembled a hyena, yet still clearly unfamiliar. The area is widely known for Bigfoot sightings, and many residents believe the sound came from a Sasquatch. Even so, why such a loud howl happened then remains unknown. Was it injured, or was it some kind of mating call? The real source of the noise remains an unsolved mystery. These hikers were traveling across the Devil's Backbone, a tight rocky ridge known for unsettling stories and unexplained sightings. As they continued ahead, ringing a bell along the path, something unusual suddenly occurred nearby. For one brief instant, a dark figure seemed to appear behind them before disappearing. The moment frightened them, but after looking closer, it was only a branch forming a perfect visual illusion right there. Harley was walking through the woods when a series of odd sounds disturbed the quiet. That was when he spotted a creature on a cliff.
And up on the cliff, peeking out of the brush from behind a tree, there it was. When I would look, it would hide. Luckily, I got a picture. I don't know how to explain it, but the phone I had then...
Peering through the brush from behind a tree. Whenever he looked up, it moved back out of sight. He managed to take a photo, though the old phone he was using failed to capture much detail. At first, Harley believed it had to be a bear since the color looked similar enough, but its behavior and movements did not match any bear he had grown up seeing in Tennessee. Whatever this was seemed smarter, more alert, and much more curious, something closer to the Sasquatch reports he had heard about for years. Later that night, around 9:30 p.m., strange calls echoed from the woods. Harley recorded them sounds unlike the bears he knew. Adding to the unease, the creature carried a strong, rotten egg smell. The encounter stayed with Harley long after, and he remained certain this was not any animal he had ever seen, maybe not even one meant to be found. On June 16, 2024, an unusual photo started spreading across Facebook. It showed a tall, hair-covered figure, but something seemed off. Its arms dropped strangely low, and its slim, upright body looked unlike classic Bigfoot sightings, whether Patterson's footage or reports from Ohio. Nothing about it matched anything previously seen, causing many to wonder if this was Bigfoot or something completely different. A man driving along the highway spotted something strange on a faraway hill, a tall figure moving in a way that seemed neither fully human nor animal. Not sure what he was looking at, he took a photo and shared it on Reddit for identification. Many users suggested it could be Bigfoot. The question still remains, if not Bigfoot, what exactly was it really? A streamer was walking through the woods with his uncle, filming their trip back, when his uncle suddenly stopped and pointed his attention toward something far inside the trees. The streamer zoomed in and captured a quick glimpse of a strange figure, partly concealed behind the brush.
See it behind that tree right there?
Yeah, I see it.
No, if you go get it. Let me keep it on camera.
Wait a minute, hold up. I don't know what the look like a damn bear. What is that?
I don't know, but it's moving though.
Hell yeah, I wonder what is that, man? Look like a damn bear, man.
Man, look at it. See it move?
Yeah, I see it. What the is that?
I tell you what.
What is that?
Go take the sarge and look. Look sarge again.
Go get the pistol. Go look under the seat and look up under my seat.
Which one?
Look up under the pickup seat. Get the pistol.
It's in the truck.
Yeah, I don't know what the it is, man. Oh my God. This is real, man.
At first, they believed it could simply be a bear, but its stance and movement immediately raised doubt. The uncle became tense and wanted the moment recorded while he decided what to do. The figure kept shifting, and its motion showed it was alive and aware of them. Unsure what he was really seeing, the streamer paused as his uncle told him to get a firearm from under the vehicle seat. The sight became even stranger when the figure lifted its hands and moved them in a careful, repeated pattern, almost as if it were signaling towards something hidden deep in the woods. The moment felt unsettlingly real, and both men sensed they were seeing something far beyond normal expectations. The encounter left them shaken, with no clear idea of what the camera had recorded or what kind of creature could act that way, creating far more disturbing questions than answers as they tried to understand what they had witnessed there. 2 investigators went back to a hunter's camp in North Georgia, where they had earlier experienced strange activity, hoping to reach whatever might still be present in the area.
You wanna hit it? Let's see if it answers. It answers.
Man, that's some kind of insanity going on.
Right? Okay.
After they knocked, odd sounds answered from the woods, and the tension rose when a sudden forceful scream ripped through the darkness, deep, loud, and disturbingly human-like.
Whoa. That was a scream.
Yeah, that was a human scream right there. And that was loud.
Nothing like any ordinary animal call. Soon after, they heard heavy footsteps crossing through the leaves and caught short glimpses of dark forms moving near the edges of their vision, always remaining just beyond clear view.
Listen.
Whoa. That's treehouse.
Yep.
Sounds like they're communicating.
As the night continued, the forest kept answering with unsettling noises, and their equipment started failing in ways that suggested something unseen was disrupting it out there. With the atmosphere becoming more oppressive and the activity increasing, the investigators eventually chose to stop their search sooner than planned, realizing the situation had grown far too unstable to continue safely any further. 2 campers were staying overnight deep in the forest when they came across something they never thought they would see. While checking the area around their campsite, they noticed a strange creature with unusually long arms and legs. It wore no clothing at all, which made the encounter feel even more disturbing. One of them raised a camera to record what they were seeing, but the creature's sudden movement almost made it notice them, turning the moment into a close call they were not ready for. A Reddit user claimed he recorded a strange groaning sound deep in the woods. He believed the noise came from a Bigfoot and said it came from the same area where he thought he had previously seen the creature. The brief audio clip gained plenty of attention online, creating both curiosity and doubt. Soon afterward, the uploader stopped posting, claiming undercover officers had shown up at his house. In August 2019, Doug Teague from Hickory, North Carolina, recorded footage of what he thought was a Bigfoot while walking his dog. He heard loud knocking from far away and went to check it out. Not long after, he discovered enormous footprints and followed the tracks until he came across a strange figure moving between the trees.
He's still up here. Or something's up here. He's moving. He's moving, he's moving, he's moving. Daisy, come here. Daisy, come here.
Doug later said the creature acted aggressively, throwing rocks toward him as he approached. An anthropologist later studied the prints and estimated they came from something nearly 15 feet tall. During a Georgia hunting trip, a photo taken of a man showed something strange in the background, 2 glowing eyes and the faint shape of a figure. After the image was posted on X, it quickly started a debate. Some believed it could be Bigfoot, while others said it might be a mountain lion or another animal. The figure's real identity remains unknown. A man was traveling to his remote cabin in the forest, hoping for a quiet escape, when the situation suddenly changed.
What is that? What in the heck?
He heard a sound he could not identify at all and instantly ran, unwilling to stay long enough to learn what caused it. After he posted the footage online, theories spread fast. Some said skinwalker, others believed Bigfoot, while skeptics suggested a moose or even audio played through a hidden speaker. In the end, nobody truly knows. A family was walking through the woods when their child spotted something strange. A large, dark figure standing by the trees and staring at them. At first, they thought it could be a bear, but after looking closer, it did not resemble one and appeared much more like Bigfoot. The moment their eyes met, they knew they had to leave right away. Meanwhile, 2 children recording a tutorial in southeast Oklahoma accidentally caught a figure running in the background. They did not notice it until days later while checking the footage. Some viewers noted that the location was near a Bigfoot-themed festival, suggesting it might have been someone wearing a costume. Was it a real sighting or just a local dressed as Bigfoot? Willie was camping by himself when the forest quiet was suddenly broken. He noticed a man standing among trees near his campsite, silent and staring. The figure appeared only for a moment before disappearing back into the woods just as quickly as he had appeared. No nearby campsites had anyone staying there, and Willie had not passed another person on the trail. The stranger did not act like a normal camper and never said a word, leaving Willie uneasy enough to pack up and leave soon after. While passing through the Pacific Northwest, a family saw something strange far away.
Don't move in there. No, there's a motorcycle. See?
I don't see nothing down there. Can't be the motorcycles, honey. There's nothing. You see what I'm saying?
What's that? What is that?
Tree.
No, you moved it, right? Right there. See it?
Uh-huh.
Look.
Nobody there.
Look. Isn't it those people?
Can't be.
There's nobody.
Not up in the trees.
There's nobody down there no more.
They noticed a tall figure near the edge of the forest, almost 8 feet high, moving in a way that seemed to merge naturally with the surrounding trees. The family managed to record the sighting, but the long distance and poor camera quality make it hard to know exactly what the figure was. Whatever it was, it appeared to stand still at times before shifting subtly between the trees, leaving the family uncertain whether they had filmed a person and animal or something much stranger. On June 25, 2024, a video appeared showing a man checking out strange sounds and movement near the edge of his property. As he moved closer, he filmed something unexpectedly large, claiming the figure seemed almost 9 feet tall.
It's gotta be 9 foot tall. Hey, big fella. Hey, fella.
Many online viewers believe the footage shows a real encounter, and the man who recorded it agrees, sharing it in hopes of receiving explanations or insight. Since the clip is recent and has not been carefully examined, its authenticity remains uncertain. Could this be a true Bigfoot encounter or just a skillfully made hoax? Share your thoughts below. This Instagram clip opens with a beautiful view of Iceland's Foss waterfall. But only seconds later, something strange comes into view. A small dark figure is visible climbing near the cliff's edge, moving in a way that seems careful and almost concealed. Strangely, the person filming never saw it at the time and only noticed the figure later while looking back through the footage. While walking the Appalachian Trail, a man stopped to film the landscape, unaware he was about to record something disturbing.
Yo, these trees are crazy. Hello?
A sudden powerful scream rang through the trees, clear enough to make him question whether someone truly needed help. But what caused it, a person in danger or a wild animal making an oddly human-like cry? One night in the Appalachian region, a woman and her child grew uneasy after hearing odd sounds coming from their yard. She carefully stepped outside to check what was happening already.
I just heard some really strange noises outside, so I'm just gonna take a quick look. I live in Appalachia, so this is probably not a great idea. What is that? I don't even know. I guess I'll just take a quick look.
Where did that skull go?
There's a skull there? Oh my gosh. What the heck? Why is there a skull here? Hello? Hello? Oh my gosh, I gotta get back inside.
Knowing that looking around in the dark was not the safest decision. As she searched the area, she suddenly saw a skull that had not been there earlier lying near the yard's edge. Moments later, it appeared to vanish, making her even more confused and unsettled. Realizing something was seriously wrong, she hurried back inside and locked the door, unsure whether someone had placed the skull there or if something far more disturbing was happening that night. On June 17, 2021, Luke heads by himself into a secluded forest for an overnight test filmed on the Outdoor Gear Review, a channel centered on practical camping and gear experiments. Away from established campsites, the location is cold, damp, and quiet. As night falls, the isolation starts to feel heavier than he expected.
As I've been going through the forest here collecting firewood, I came across some oddities. I found a pair of these, and I also found this metal pipe. Obviously, they tried to cut this, and they ended up just bending it and breaking it. What on earth were they doing out here? I have no idea. The temperature is dropping, everyone. It's getting late. Something is down there in the woods, and I've heard this for like the last hour or so. Basically, it's just going around me. It's of a pretty good size, possibly a bear. It's not getting close. It's a little bit too early for coyotes. That would be unlikely. Bobcat, maybe.
Earlier that evening, Luke spots old pieces of metal scattered far inside the woods. Their presence seems unusual in an area with no clear evidence of recent human activity. After dark, faint yet heavy footsteps start moving outside the glow of the fire. The sounds are slow and purposeful, pushing through leaves and branches without any rush.
It's been about 45 minutes since I mentioned the stomping around in the woods, and that is still taking place. It went behind me, it came around up on top of the hill here, and it sounds like it's back down here. Whatever it is circling me. I'm inside of the tent, just been kicking back, listening to the owls, and listening to whatever is stomping around in the woods. I've gone out there a few times, and I haven't seen anything. It's not moving. I'm not going to go too deep into the forest there. The forest here in this area is super, super thick, so you can easily get lost if you're not careful. Yeah, something's out there still. I can hear it stomping around. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem to be threatening at all. As long as it's just going to play in the woods, that's fine. I don't care.
As time goes on, the movement does not disappear. Instead, it changes position. The sounds follow a loose route around the campsite, never coming straight in, but never leaving either. Then suddenly, something large bursts through thick brush nearby. The movement is quick, powerful, and clearly close before pulling away just as suddenly.
Last night was uneventful. with the exception of those footsteps. At one point in time, whatever was out there, I mean, it just came stomping up through the woods and got fairly close. And then all of a sudden, it just took off. It like bolted, just took off running. I have no idea what it was, but outside of that, uneventful, quiet, peaceful. Never heard any cars. I mean, nothing.
At daylight, Luke checks the area and realizes the movement had followed a curved path around his shelter.
The strange thing is that whatever was out there was circling me for hours. Now that I think about it, I don't ever remember hearing it over here, but it would definitely come over this direction. There is a road over there. I mean, maybe it didn't want to cross the road, I'm not sure, but do these half circles. I know that sounds weird, folks, but you all heard it.
Despite how intense it felt, he stays cautious, saying large wildlife could explain part of the encounter, though not every detail feels easy to dismiss. Viewers note that circling behavior and staying nearby for so long suggest awareness, not the random movement seen in most wildlife. If it was only an animal, why circle for hours and why remain hidden the whole time? On March 4th, 2025, far within the Tangier wildlands of Nova Scotia, Lamar and Chelsea from Paranormal Discovery enter one of Canada's most isolated forests. Known for recording real-world paranormal investigations and cryptid encounters, the channel follows their trip with their dog, Kiki. The forest is huge, frozen, and silent. But on this night, something unseen already seems aware of them.
Okay, I'm tripping out.
What?
I'm trying to like debunk this in my head before I like say anything out loud. I don't know if it's like the smoke playing tricks on me, but I keep seeing like yellow orbs. I keep seeing like yellow orbs that are like going from this side of the path, like walking. Like I saw about 3.
You get the night vision then.
And I know it's not the ATVs because I can hear them, but they're far where it wouldn't be their lights. For a solid like 30 seconds, I was seeing them and I was trying to debunk them in my head before saying anything out loud. I was waiting to see if it could have been the smoke, but it wasn't. It was like 3 orbs, 1 big, a medium, and a small.
What?
Like a family of 3 or something.
Really?
Yeah. What if this is an area where like, since it's such a large forest area, what if this is an area where like Bigfoots come to like procreate? What if this is like an area where people or Bigfoots bring their little ones?
So, I do want to know what's up this way.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on her body language, and if we see anything that we don't...
She picks up on something.
Do you feel like we're being watched? Like someone's kind of like walking behind us?
What?
Yeah. Do you feel that too?
I do feel like someone's like around us.
Yeah. Family! What if that was the 3 orbs that I picked up last time?
As the night grows darker, Chelsea watches the tree line when something draws her attention. 3 dim yellow lights appear from the brush, floating silently across the trail. They move together evenly spaced before fading into the darkness. There is no noise, no clear answer, only movement steady and deliberate.
Hey. I swear to God, I just heard like, it sounded like a branch or something tapping on my hood, which is why I like turned like that, because I thought a branch was on my hood. There's no branch close enough, but I heard it right in my ear. It was like a tick, 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 tick.
No.
Right in my ear.
But you weren't even nowhere near any of this
here,
stuff.
like no footprints going there, and there's no branch that's close enough to me. But that's exactly what it sounded like.
Could you tree knock? Tree knock for us. Do it again.
Whoa. Whoa.
What the?
Why did she do that? Why did she do that?
I don't know.
Kia, what's wrong?
I don't know what this behavior is.
Are you okay, Kiki? Do that again. Maybe that like triggered her or something. I don't know. Something's going on,
Something's going on with her.
Yeah. How's her tail? Is she okay? I don't want to put her in any danger.
Her tail's down.
Okay, Kia, you lead the way.
Something's going on with her though.
Oh, look at her.
Oh. Okay.
What is going on with her? Okay.
Seconds later, Kiki reacts in terror. She leaps back, whimpers, and scrambles away in fear as if something invisible has entered her space. Her reaction is sudden and distressed, forcing the group to pull her close to keep her safe. Then, with no warning, the forest itself changes.
It's getting really late now. I don't know how much deep sleep we're gonna be getting, but at least if we stay here until 3, then our challenge would be complete.
Oh man, I have a massive headache, do you?
Yeah, super massive headache.
It's as soon as the fog came, things just really shifted.
It was strange. It was just the vibes shifted. I can't even describe that feeling. It was almost instant.
It was she was having such a good time. The energy felt calm and welcoming, and then the mist rolled in. We felt like we were being watched. Kia felt like she maybe was being tormented, and then it just shifted. My head is throbbing. My frontal lobe of my brain. I can't keep my eyes open.
Honestly, I feel like I should just try and go to sleep as well.
Did you hear that, Omar?
What?
There was some sort of cracking noise or a branch snap right outside of our tent. I keep feeling like there's someone around our tent.
What?
I keep feeling like there's someone right outside of our tent, towards our backs.
Really?
I can't sleep.
There's something moving out here. It's kind of nightmarish out here. Good news is we made it. It's past 3 right now. So the plan is we're gonna head out. Probably not stay till morning. Gotta get back into our place,
A heavy white fog starts moving through the trees covering the camp and cutting visibility to only a few feet. As it pushes closer, Lamar mentions a sudden severe headache. The woods feel smaller, heavier. With fog closing in and branch-breaking sounds near the tents, the group decides to leave before morning. Some viewers think the lights suggest intelligent tracking, while others see the fog and Kiki's reaction as warning signs. If the dog sensed danger before anyone else did what came close enough to touch, then vanished into the fog.